Nigeria People's Party has strongly criticized Governor Abba Yusuf's defection to the APC, predicting he will meet the same fate as a former governor who defected and lost re-election in the 1980s. In a sharp response, the party's National Publicity Secretary, Ladipo Johnson, described Yusuf's resignation as a cold betrayal of a sacred trust and dismissed the governor's claim of an irredeemable party crisis as baseless. Drawing a historical parallel, Johnson recalled the 1983 defeat of Governor Abubakar Rimi after he defected from the People's Redemption Party. Rimi lost despite taking most elected officials with him, a lesson the NNPP says should sober defectors. The statement urged supporters to remain calm, asserting that those who trade loyalty for expediency rarely escape the judgment of the people. The NNPP insists the loyalty of Kano's masses to principled leadership will prevail in the 2027 election. Well, Kano State Commissioner for Information, Ibrahim Waiya, joins us now on Newsday for a chart on Kano politics in the aftermath of Governor Abba Yusuf's move to the APC. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you very much and good afternoon.
First of all, let's start with the NNPP's reaction to Governor Yusuf's defection. How would you react to that? And tell us a bit more about what motivated the governor's defection. Was it driven by ideological alignment, or was it more about political survival ahead of future elections?
Thank you very much, Tommy, for having me this afternoon. Let me first start by clearing an impression that I don't know why this the word betrayal keeps on coming within this political discourse as far as the defection from NNPP to FEC in Kano State is concerned. It is very much unpolitical because the statement itself does not really align itself with the political practice and culture in the country. First, let me start by clearing. I think one of the things you mentioned in the statement, you have highlighted an example of the Second Republic governor, late Abubakar Rimi, where he defected from PRP to another party, and he lost to the late also Governor Sabo Bakinzo. The scenario were not really the same, the situation were not really the same, and we could not compare the Second Republic politics and now this contemporary politics we're witnessing and we're experiencing in the country. There are two different situations then. And even at that time, why I say there are two different things. Here we are talking about, it's not really about political survival. Our defection to FEC is not about political survival. It's not about us. It's not about serving our interests, but rather it's about the entire interests of the people of Kano. Aliyu Kabir Yusuf is a political driver, is a political captain as far as the Kano State leadership is concerned. And he is the person who is having everything at his own disposal to look at where or what he should be doing as a leader in the state, trying to emancipate his own people, because the whole responsibility lies on his shoulder. As a leader, he should be the one to think further and ahead, and also should be the one to also search for or consider what solution, what best political solution should be deployed to Kano State to tackle some more problems and also to see how we can forge ahead. We have a lot of problems in Kano, and starting even from the NNPP itself as a party. As far as we're concerned, NNPP does not really even exist as a party because there are a lot of functions in the party. There are two functions even right now. You will believe with me that there is a late function which is on the side of Mr. Boniface, which is actually led by one Mr. Avo Gilbert, and another leadership led by also the function of Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, which is also led by Mr. Ahmed Ajuri. These two functional leadership, how do we really actually reconcile these two? And how will you actually forget about this or try to ignore this reality that is actually on ground as far as the Nigerian political parties is concerned? You have already a functional leadership, two leadership that existed. Even at the level of Kano, we have similar things. We have about 30 different chairmen of the party, each one of them parading himself as the rightful and legal chairman or the lawful chairman of the party. And as far as we're concerned, also a court case which was decided about 4 weeks ago reaffirmed the leadership function laid by Mr. Boniface, which is under one Mr. Abo Gilbert. He is the one that his own leadership has been recognized. Well, ours, which is led by Mr. Ajuri Ahmed, is not even recognized as far as the Nigerian law system or legal system is concerned. So in the eyes of the law, that is the only lawful leadership which should be recognized and should be dealt with. Well, here we are only probably claiming to be in a party which is not existent, which does not even exist in reality, because we already changed the logo of the party, which the original logo of the party is different from the one that we have already changed because the parties went through a lot of transformation without the consent of the original founder of the party, that is Mr. Boniface. And we did everything not with his own consent and approval. And this is what we are, and this is where we have actually jumped ourselves into. So why will you continue to stay in a party which is so much bedeviled with a lot of crises, so engulfed with a lot of crisis? How do we really actually continue to find yourself in a party that is so much having this kind of leadership problems and the leadership crisis? We cannot afford to continue to do that. And when it comes to issue of alignment and realignment, it all depends on what are the actually the advantage we have seen, the political advantages we have seen, and what is actually on ground as far as it's concerned, as far as the political is concerned. You should be the one to use your common sense and use also a logic to see what you can do to get yourself from that quagmire, because we cannot continue to be in that kind of problem as a government that was actually elected. And we do not jump for or rejoin APC simply to serve our interests. We did a lot of consultation before that.
Right. Just to interject, there are reports that the governor has already secured an automatic ticket for 2027 under APC. Can you confirm if that was one of the conditions for his defection?
No, I cannot honestly speak in my position right now, which I'm not really part of. I'm not privy to that information, and I do not in any way participate in any meeting that actually discuss things like that. But there were a lot of insinuation from other people that were actually talking about this, or that are actually insinuating this. But the real fact is, as far as the APC is concerned, in Kano State, Abba Kabir Yusuf remain the leader, and all other people who have been nursing the governorship and vision, the likes of Senator Barrow Jibril, and the many of them, they all decided to shape their own vision now, to set aside their own vision to support Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf towards 2027 elections. And this is just only their own voluntary and unanimous decision they have taken, which is laid and unanimously endorsed by the leader of the party then, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduji, the former chairman of the FPC. So as far as Governor Abba Yusuf is concerned, he's not talking about 2027 ticket. That is not even our priority. That is not even our concern. We are concerned about serving the people. We are concerned about bringing the real dividend of democracy to the people of Kano. We are trying to make a positive impact on the lives of the people in Kano. That is what we are actually concerned, primarily as far as we're concerned. First is governance now. Then election, when the time comes, we can jump into all these kind of things. But as far as we're concerned, we are more concerned and more completely so geared toward providing the needed service, the essential service, which the government has already started. If you go to Kano, you will see a lot of services His Excellency is actually executing. Many number of projects, over 900 number of different projects have been executed now at different places, different locations across the 44 local government, and that is exactly what we are concerned about. We are concerned about provision or providing job opportunities for the teeming population of the state. We are concerned about promotion of education. We are concerned about providing potable drinking water for the people. We are concerned about the safety, security fees of the state. We are concerned about the lives of the youth, try to provide job for them. That is exactly our own product. These are the things that we are so much concerned. All right.
Now, you said a number of things, that I would like you to expatiate further on. You said the defection is totally people-driven. But are you worried that some voters who elected the governor on the platform of the NNPP may feel betrayed as their loyalty lies with the NNPP? That's the first part of my question. You also talked about the NNPP not existing. But were you not aware of all this when the governor contested and won on the platform of that same NNPP in 2023? Does this mean his victory should be questioned? Does this mean his victory was fraudulent?
No, not that. Well, you may be elected. What about some of the parties or some of the political parties that we used to really have? I think we used to have a number of many political parties before, in the first, numbering about 50 of them, but they were later deregistered simply because they could not cope with the unfolding development as far as the political happenings in the country is concerned. This, we're talking about a real party that exists. Like I said, and I explained, this party does not in any way exist because the bona fide founder of this party has already completely and publicly made it clear that we are not recognized, that those that are in NNPP from our own function, which is led by Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, it's not recognized. So how will you continue to be in a party that you're not even recognized? And that is actually one of the simple things that led even to the suspension of the governor, simply because of this crisis. The crisis between our leader, Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso, and also the bona fide founders of this political party, NNPP, under the leadership of Mr. Boniface. They had a crisis between them, and that led also to having the governor to be the scapegoat in the whole thing. He became the receiving, the victim in the whole thing, whereby the party suspended him. It was just about a month ago they lifted off this suspension. And why would you continue to be in this kind of party? And the issue of this, the whole of the politics, the whole of democracy is all about people. It's all about seeking the approval, the consent of the people. Where a situation like this prevails, what you are required to do is to engage the people that actually believe in you, those that actually voted for you. And that is exactly what we did. We all held consultations across the 44 local government, headed by all the appointees and also the elected in that particular local government, the caucus of the party, the councillors, the chairman, members of the party. They held a meeting. Each of us held a meeting in his own respective local government.
How
we come up with a decision.
The Kwankwasia movement. Did you also consult Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, who supported the governor to win the election?
Of course, really. Look, the people are just only seeing the outcome of the whole thing. It's not something that just started now or commenced now recently. It's not that. This issue has been lingering for the past 9-10 months, and I'm telling you that. And there were a lot of serious consultation. Definitely our leader, that is the leader of the FEC now in Kano, Aliyu Kabir Yusuf, is a compassionate leader and is somebody very loyal to the Konkosia movement, and is somebody who believes and holds the Konkosia or the leader of Konkosia in high esteem. We all respect him so much. We do not do anything without consulting him. We cannot take any decision as far as the political party affairs is concerned. We cannot do that because we believe he is the national leader of the party. So there were so many number of consultations, so many number of meetings, so many number of discussions around all these. It just only that happened recently, but it just did not happen just only within these few weeks that people are actually seeing or witnessing what had just happened. But this is something that started long ago before, about 9-10 months now. It just all the whole thing is just coming to a conclusion, or it just came to a conclusion just a few days ago. But actually, we consulted, His Excellency consulted him, and all the party members were consulted on different occasions, so frequently, consistently, and persistently at the same time. But the only thing is that he were actually weighing options, and as far as he's concerned, he was not actually convinced with the conditions, that he had laid some conditions that for APC to consider before he decame to that party or defect to that party. So that's the only simple thing. But we, as far as we're concerned, since we are more concerned about public service, we are concerned about serving the interests of the people, because we cannot in any way get ourselves involved or entangle ourselves or allow ourselves to be entangled into the party crisis to distract us from serving the people. And that is why actually we decided to choose the path of public service, the path of serving the people, rather than the path of politicking and the path of party crisis and the rest of that. And we are now settled down that there's not any other problem now. The governor is now facing governance squarely, and we are all supporting him on that. And everything is taking shape in Kano, and everybody is happy. And one one thing that will prove to you that all the Kano citizens are very much happy with the development. There was no any crisis, no any conflict, no any chaos, nothing that happened there. No any protest or demonstration from anywhere, from any part of the state. This is to tell you that the people are very much fully convinced, and they have all in total agreement with the decision of His Excellency Aliyu Kabiru. So it happened with all the other party members. And in situations like that, or taking decisions like that, you must find some few elements of the people that will not be very much happy with the whole thing.
Right. Well, Senator Kwankwaso described the defection as the worst betrayal of his life. But I want to talk about the Ganduje factor in the APC. How does the governor plan to maneuver that, harmonize his own leadership with the faction, the existing APC structures, and of course, Ganduje's camp?
No, Ganduje has no any problem. As far as we're concerned, Ganduje remains a leader and remains also a highly respected political figure in the state. And this is somebody who has declared Aliyu Kabiru publicly that he is now the leader of the party. He is now the one to lead the whole thing, because that is exactly what the constitution of the APC party has provided, that anywhere there is a sitting governor, the sitting governor will be the one to be considered as the leader. He is going to be the one to manage the affairs of the party as far as the APC is concerned. And that is exactly what I hear. They have all completely registered their own allegiance to His Excellency Aliyu Kabiru. So and now that this is what Ganduje even now calls Abba Kabiru, so my leader, the leader of the party. That is all. So that has already been resolved. As far as we're concerned, all other camps that actually represent the different interests of the FEC in Kano, they have all come together unanimously for the first time in the history. And we're very much happy to see this kind of unity, because this is a unity that is meant to be for development, for progress, and also for the advancement of the state in general. We are looking forward to a situation where everybody will bring on the table what he could actually support in moving forward the government toward providing the essential services towards serving the people better in the state. And that is exactly what we are now trying to do. We have seen some few development that has started coming to the state, because of this unity. And that is exactly what we are looking at. We want to have unity in the state. We want to have peace in the state. We want everybody to be on board, and we want all our leaders to be united so that they can together pursue a goal of getting the needed and the essential dividend of democracy for our own state, because this is a state that is so much it has the population size is more than any other state, and also the needs and the desire of the people is high in the state, and this is something that require a collective effort. Actually, the state government will be doing what is going to be doing, the local government and the federal government. We also hope that all the national legislators will also bring some of the projects that are actually needed in the state that can actually help in reducing poverty, in addressing some of the development project deficit that we have gotten in the state, youth employment, youth opportunity, providing opportunities for the teeming population of the state. At the same time, women, providing job opportunities, providing empowerment and support for the women, just like what Dr. Aliyu Kabiru has been doing. He has been doing so much in that direction, providing a lot of opportunities for women. Looking even at the people that have been appointed as women into many positions of critical importance in the state, as far as the political machinery in the state is concerned.
Okay, now before we let you go, some critics argue, that frequent defections weaken Nigeria's democracy and that it raises questions about ideology and party loyalty in Nigerian politics. I'm just wondering how you would respond to such concerns. Very briefly.
Well, a lot of people have been insinuating that we are tilting towards having one-party system. It's not that. Look at what is happening. Despite the advancement of democracy in America, they have just only two great parties. They have Republican and Democrat. These are the old two parties that have been there for more than 200 years, and everybody is aligning himself with one or the other. And there's nothing wrong about that. What is most important is it's just only a convergence of the ideology, convergence of what you believe in, in and also agreeing to work. Why must everybody be in a political party? What is the essence of having a number of political parties that do not even have representations across the 36 states in the country? What is the essence of having them? Many of them do not even have national secretariat, not to talk about also party secretariat at this different state level. So if really we care about providing services for our people, we can all converge even in one party. The most important thing is for you to bring to the table what you can offer and what I can offer. Then let's see how we can do. If you get an opportunity to be the one elected, then I will support you with everything and I'll wait for my own turn to come. There's nothing wrong in that. So I have not seen anything wrong in that. And you cannot blame Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration on doing that. It's just only voluntary that the people have really understood that there's need for them to be in APC simply because they want to unite and they want to be part and parcel of the political ship that is trying to bring the total change and transformation that we really require in this country.
Well, Ibrahim Waiya, Commissioner for Information for Kano State, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.